Holy shit, dog! Break time's over! We're in the final lap! Everybody strap in! All hands on deck! Man the lifeboat! Secure women and children! Does anybody know the Heimlich?
It's been a couple of years, but I think I still remember from high school.
Well, then you better brush up on your technique, because these guys really need it. Guardians of Vanaheim directly picks up right after the last episode, and it's just packed with action. Whew. It was awesome. Not hardly a bad thing about it. Nothing to really poke fun about it. Nothing to really just, get all angry about. It was good. Kind of, just like Darkest Night was also good. It kind of broke the cycle of what Family Matters was, which was just a standard episode. But with this episode, we're finally getting into what this whole season was building up to. The whole premise of the episode is that Heather reports to what happened at Vanaheim. This of course prompts the writers to fly over to the island to help protect it, because if Johan finds out where it is, then he'll destroy the island, and therefore he'll destroy the resting place for dragons. So they won't have anywhere to go when they're about to die. And when they arrive, they see the Sentinels, motionless, but not the regular kind of motionless. More of the dead kind of motionless. And so I kind of remember when I saw that episode, and I was just sad because of just how cruel that it was. I mean, these were dragons that are blind, but they are still so very capable. They were like the tops of dragons. But anyway, getting back, they find one abandoned flyer who reveals that the rest of his flyers they left for Johan, so he doesn't know where Vanaheim is yet, and Meadlug unfortunately decides to just stay on the island. Hiccup also orders the twins to stay, just in case the flyers do come back, or if another group of flyers come back. So that leaves Hiccup and the rest, Astrid and Snarlout, to try to catch up with the flyers. They eventually do by flying in through storm cloud, and but they're outnumbered, and because these particular flyers, since they outnumber the riders, they chase them back into the storm cloud, where Snarlout is unfortunately struck. Well, unfortunate for him, funny for us, because it's always funny to see someone get struck by lightning and live. Okay, I'm not a monster. Meanwhile, back on the island, Meadlug is just is throwing up lava all around the Sentinels, and Fishlegs thinks that she's making a burial for them, because they don't really have there really isn't one on the island until they start moving, or at least he hears movement and he hears a heartbeat. So from when searching through Oswald's notes, it turns out they weren't dead. They were mostly dead, which is kind of a good thing, because since they're mostly dead, that means they're slightly alive. Of course, if they were all dead, there's only one thing that they could do.
And what's that?
Go through their pockets and look for loose change. Of course, the twins kind of think that he's ransacking Oswald's hut, and they accidentally uncover a Dragon Eye lens, one of the very important ones that they needed, and this captive flyer that they've had manages to break free, and it looks like he's about to get away with not only the dragon with the lens, but also with the information of the location of Vanaheim. But not to worry, because the writers decide to pull a Jurassic Park on him. Yep, he went the exact way as Muldoon. Clever girls. Back over with Hiccup's group. They hide out in a shipwreck, and backs against the wall. This is the time to be defeated. As in a lot of episodes, and then Hiccup gets a burst of inspiration because there's lightning all around them. He uses the metal from the bolas to knock out the flyers, and on Vanaheim the Sentinels are revived, and they also save the twins and fish legs from Grim Gnashers. You remember those guys. And so that's the end of the episode. All the Sentinels are all right. Vanaheim's location is still a secret. Johann doesn't know, and the writers have the final Dragon Eye lens that will give them the location to the King of Dragons. Unfortunately, remember the episode that Gruffnut came back? And the end of the episode revealed another Dragon Eye lens that was pretty much just broadcasted to us that this was important and is gonna come back later. Well, it's coming back now. So now both groups have the Dragon Eye lenses that they need to find out where the King of Dragons is. So now it really is a race. It's not a race to the edge of the world or to the edge of the map. It's a race for all dragon kind. And I'm excited to review the next 2 episodes. Oh, I just can't wait. Of course, now we get to the other part of this review. There were some callbacks and an Easter egg or two in this episode. One of my favorite moments was Alvin comes back because word got out about Stoic State. Alvin and the outcasts sailed to Berg to give the tribe a helping hand. Alvin not only comes back, but so does Mark Hamill. He speaks, and all of you already know how much I and Tyler and we all love Mark Hamill whenever he does voice acting. It is just a treat. Of course, I picked up a movie reference. Probably, I don't know if that was an intentional reference, but it just felt like it, to either Jurassic Park or Lost World. Either way, the way that Dragon Flyer got killed off screen, it did remind me of that. I kind of go more towards the Lost World because I still remember the screams. Ugh. Of course, a funny moment comes from the twins. It's not like ha funny. It's more like Deadpool tongue-in-cheek funny. They poke fun at the series. Ruffnut thinks that Hiccup is a wizard because he just somehow is able to magically bring out all these items that he needs, like a new tail fin and his dragon blade, and boom, dragon blade. Which I think after the recording session, I think the animators might have just then added in that little scene of Hiccup reaching for the hilt of his sword, just to go, all right, you see, he brought it. He didn't pull it out of some time warp, or he didn't pull it out of his ass. Stop hounding us. And that's all I have to talk about. You know what that means. DreamWorks, please, come on, release the discs. I've been doing this for 2 years. I'm already 11 episodes in on this season, and there's still no announcement that you're planning on even releasing these on physical media. I mean, what's holding you back? Is it the same reason why you're not going to release the soundtrack anytime soon? Because this music is pretty awesome. And of course, for the third movie, show the Night Fury babies. And if none of these demands are met, then by the authority vested in me by the Interdimensional Council of Ricks, I sentence every employee to the machine of unspeakable doom, which swaps your conscious and unconscious minds, rendering your fantasy pointless, while everything you know becomes impossible to grasp. Also, if you're a man, every 10 seconds it stabs your balls.